All you travelers out there, nursing travelers or not, you probably are going to want to visit Western North Carolina at some point in your travels because it is amazing, beautiful. You will love it here. But sometimes staying in Asheville is a little difficult because the RV parks fill up really fast. They're kind of pricey, especially the KOA. So you might want to consider staying in Hendersonville. We stayed in Marshall for the first half of our contract, and then we went down to Hendersonville for the second half so that we could be closer to my parents who had a contract in Georgia. But it turns out that we really enjoyed breaking it up a little bit and being able to explore the south side of Asheville. We have 2 more episodes left in the Asheville area before we bring you here to Nashville, where we are currently, and you guys, that is a story. It will be coming out in a few weeks. We had some very interesting things happen with Wendy on our way here. But today I'm going to take you back to Hendersonville, North Carolina. In the Hendersonville area in the fall, the one thing you absolutely cannot miss is apple season, apple picking season. There is like a concentrated area there where you can pick apples at about a dozen different orchards. We only had time for one, so we went and checked out Skytop Apple Orchard, which is like on top of a mountain and has the most incredible views ever. Check it out. These are our friends Steve and Jen.
Hi.
And we are exploring Hendersonville today. It has been so much
picking.
fun. Yes, we've been picking. But the really cool thing is we've been staying in the same RV park as these guys and their kiddos, and it has been super fun.
It has been.
I actually think Hendersonville is a little bit more fun than Asheville, and I'm probably going to get like stoned for saying that.
Yeah.
But there's so much to do here. What you drinking?
Apple cider.
Yeah.
Tastes like cinnamon because there's cinnamon, and it tastes like cider.
Yeah.
Cider and cinnamon.
Yum.
Did you get it?
I got it.
All right, coming down.
Mommy!
I'm right here. Jump Off Rock is another really great place. It has a really interesting Lover's Leap story behind it, and the views are incredible. Hendersonville itself is kind of in a little bit of a valley, but it has really great views in different spots of like vast mountains. Whereas when we stayed in Marshall in the first part of the contract, you were like in the mountains, which was so awesome to just be like right there in the mountains. But this gives you like the long range view of the mountain. You're still in the mountains, but more like kind of in a dip, if that makes sense. We are here at Jump Off Rock. We wanted to give a shout out to Luke Small for recommending this spot. I cannot wait to go see this view. It looks like it's going to be very epic. Jumping Rock got its name from kind of a sad story. It was a story of an Indian woman who was waiting for her lover, or whatever you want to call it, to come back from war. And so she would go to this spot, and every day she would shout out and wait for him to answer back or to return. And then one day she got word from the chief that he had died in battle, and so she went to her favorite spot and she threw herself off the rock. It's named for her, which is super sad. Also a little nerve-wracking because my children think it's really cool to joke around about jumping off rocks. No, we're not jumping rocks right now. Of course, DuPont State Recreational Forest is about 30 minutes away, maybe a little tiny bit less. Really great park, lots of hiking and biking and waterfall sightseeing. That was a really great place. I think we made it to DuPont 3 times, maybe 4 times. It was that good. We're gonna do Ridgeline with the fam now.
No, it's not gonna happen.
It's kind of sprinkling. Hopefully it'll stop. Had to get off the bikes for a second so we can check out this waterfall. You can hear it on the trail up there, and last time we were here we didn't stop to look at it. So this time I said, let's do it. Ridgeline Trail!
Have a good ride, guys.
Thank you. Guys, I'm so proud of you.
I'm eating my
Good
cookie.
job, everybody.
What are you doing?
You gotta earn those turns.
Learn those terms.
There's a really great Greenway system right inside Hendersonville. If you saw our episode when we biked in Asheville, you can check that out up here. There's a Greenway in Asheville as well along the French Broad River. But I gotta say, I really enjoyed the one in Hendersonville. It connects 3 different parks. Those boys are crazy. Chloe would be like in the water. Move out of the way, Chloe! Move out of the way, Chloe! Yeah! We got a little muddy. Other thing that's great about those parks is that they have lots of disc golf courses, which is a brand new sport, a brand new hobby that our family picked up while we were there, which was so much fun. We liked it so much that we went out and got our own gear. So now we have our own drivers and some putters. Seems like disc golf is one of those things that people don't really rave about all the time, but then once you say it, there's so many people that are like, oh, I've done that, I love this, and there's so many parks. So if you are a frolfer, tell us below, because we would love to hear about the best courses that you guys have ever seen or done around the country. Okay, we suddenly got a wild hair to figure out disc golf, except we have no gear. We have no idea what we're doing. So we have dog frisbees. Okay, so we've determined that frisbee golf is really fun, but we need the right equipment. This is so fun, and it's totally free, which I'm all about, and exercise.
knows.
Downtown Hendersonville is a really cute little area, and one thing we got to do was go visit the Pinball Museum. The kids thought it was the coolest thing, all these retro gaming machines and everything.
We are outside of the, gosh, I'm gonna look and make sure I say it right, the Appalachian Pinball Museum. I was gifted this card from somebody that I took care of at the hospital for our family, and so we're gonna go check it out today.
This one fascinates me just because it's so old. This was 1962, and I love the little baseball players that just go around the circle.
1947?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's in great shape. This is what the inside looks like. It's a pinball machine on the insides. Okay, so the Pinball Museum entrance is behind us, and I just gotta say, that was a blast. There are actually two locations, one in Asheville and then this one here. We have a huge collection all the way from 1947 up to ones that are brand new as far as like, I wanna say 2018 is the newest one, 2019. The oldest one that is in play is 62, a great, super fun experience. I think it's $12 per person for admission, but everything is on free play and you can stay as long as you want.
Probably the best part of Hendersonville was not really necessarily the town itself, but the friends that we made while we were there, or the friends that we reconnected with while we were there. We've been so fortunate on this contract with the first half in Marshall and making friends and just having that connection, that human connection through all this COVID stuff. That was so awesome. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe and click the like button and leave us a comment. You know the drill, all the things. And stay tuned next week. It will be our final episode in the Asheville area. We're gonna do a wrap up, tie up all the loose ends, show you some stuff we haven't shown you yet before we bring you here to Nashville. We are not going to have a Real Talk Tuesday this coming Tuesday because it's election day. We don't want to compete with that. However, stay tuned for later this week because we are going to be releasing our bloopers. Can you believe we didn't put any bloopers out the whole time we were in North Carolina? I don't know what we were thinking. We thought that you might want some funnies after whatever happens in the election. And if you're an NOPeep, you guys are gonna have access to those bloopers tomorrow. And if you're not an NOPeep or you don't know about it, check it out up here. We call it our coffee club, but it's really just a place where we gather with friends and we talk about our dreams and what we're doing. We always let our peeps know first before we put it out on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, or just chatting with us, check it out.
Quartz, fossils, polished quartz, gold quartz.
Ooh. Duncan, you have quite the rock collection. I thought the girls had gone over to the other trailer to play. And turns out they were playing Makeover in the van with my makeup. And now they're just chilling in their wagons.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. As the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.